I'm gonna play a game, or make a parody, or maybe just a new video. It's Rivero. Let's play! What's going on, guys? Rivero here. Welcome to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Minecraft. Yeah, that's it. I've been playing Spirit Tracks, so I almost thought I was about to say that instead. But yes, we are ready to do the Shadow Temple. We're going to be doing my favorite dungeon this time for sure, not the well. Don't get it confused with the last episode, so. We already did this part. We'll go over here to this wall and show that if we do use the Lens of Truth, it opens up the way. First room we got here, a bunch of skulls with torches, a spinny dial thing, and a room over there. Only one who has sacred feet can cross the Valley of the Dead. Well, I feel like my feet are pretty sacred. Whee! So if we go ahead and use our Lens of Truth on these skulls, you will notice that only one of them is actually visible. If we turn the dial technically on the wrong one, we will fall. Or if you jump correctly, you can actually get away from it. But if we put it on the right skull, it will work properly. So let's push it twice. And if we leave, it will open up to the door over here. But we cannot jump past this, unfortunately, as we have seen. So instead, we will go through this door right here. This was one of the first implementations of the Lens of Truth, I believe. I actually started working on the Shadow Temple before the well. I actually did the Shadow Temple like really early on. I never finished it. I basically made this room here and those other two rooms that we've been through, and that was about it. Oh god. Hello. Here's the big Goron sword in action. 3 hits and he is immediately dead. This is a very nice sword, to be honest. And more bomb shoes. Let's see if our bomb shoe count is visible yet. Yeah, now the bomb shoe counts back here, so. I don't know what happened last episode, but it's fixed already, so. Very interesting. But yes, this was the birthplace for the Lens of Truth. I forget exactly what it was previously. It might have still been falling blocks even back then. I'm not too sure. If it wasn't that, then it was probably just like armor stands or something else. These heads actually do use armor stands still. They're just armor stands with player heads on them, except they're the wither skulls. Over here we got some more pots, and most of the wither skulls are the ones that have the way through. There's a few that don't, but most of them are. And unfortunately, it is a little bit obvious where the actual walls are, just because the skulls pop out rather than are pushed in. And the only reason for this is just to keep it optimized, because that would require like 30 armor stands, and that's a lot. And yay, we get to fight Dead Hand again, except he has more hands than last time. Ah! So yeah, as mentioned before, he does not have a shadow that you can bomb, so this is the only way to attack him, is to get grabbed by one of the hands and attack him. And this is going to be very quick. I think just another cycle and he will be dead, because this Goron sword is amazing. Come here, you big lug. Give me a hug. Okay, I've always wondered if he actually attacks, because he has a very delayed attack. That way it doesn't, like, preemptively hit you. You gotta have a nice open window to be able to attack. And after killing Dead Hand, we get the hover boots. Our feet are now sacred. This has been an item that I have had to change a lot. So previously I believed it used jump boost. Actually no, that was something else. We can talk about that at some other time maybe, but previously the way the hover boots worked is I believe it used levitation, but now it is actually using slow falling, as you can see there, as well as jump boost. So the reason I do not use levitation is because I believe it had a few glitches with it. Basically if you had levitation with a power of like 255, it would actually keep you at the exact level that you first walk off on. But this didn't work because if you relogged or something else happened, I believe it would just launch you straight into the air. And that's not good because that leads to boundary breaking. So instead what I did was use a combination of jump boost and slow falling to get a decent result. This is not a bomb wall. Don't do what I did. Just use your Lens of Truth and realize that this is the only bomb wall. It's my own map, I should know this. Here we have some scythe guys, very similar to the ice cavern with the ice blades. Apparently I messed up on the model. His Z clipping is currently going on right there. That bothers me, but anyways, we'll ignore that and grab some more silver rupees. Man, I really wish we could do something with this money, but there's literally nothing. After playing Spirit Tracks, I feel like I need to utilize my money really well, because money is really well done in that game, honestly. It feels like I constantly need more rupees, so. And after getting all the silver rupees, this gate opens up with a small key. Over here we have a thing. Navi will say, this wall is saying something. It says, if you want to see a fairy to the other world, come here. Okay. Ah! And down we go. Technically this deals damage, but since I didn't include fall damage in the game, that is not a possibility. So yeah, there's the fairy. We cannot get to it quite yet. We have a push block getting in our way, so we'll get around some other way. Let's get out of this scythe room. The scythe hitbox is annoying. I hate it. I should have fixed it at one point. We'll go over to the other side here with, I believe, either the map technically or the compass. Not that the map is implemented. How many times have I said that? Who knows? Also, my scroll wheel sucks. If you see me like messing up my scrolling, it's not my fault. My mouse just sucks. Interesting fact is wearing, oh god, get out of here. The hover boots are actually really annoying in the sense that you can't do jump attacks correctly. Basically, jump attacks are critical attacks. So when you're slow falling, it doesn't count as a fall. How many chests do we have? 8! Jeez Louise. We're going to be getting a lot of chests here in a bit then. Go ahead and open up this door with the new small key we got. And head over here and get attacked by many spiders. I always forget that the hookshot is very good against these guys. It's very effective. You just gotta hit them once and they're dead. And we have a new thing, which is the guillotines. Yeah, this is a good thing to have in the Legend of Zelda game. Kid-friendly, right? Ah, spider. I always thought this was a weird place right here to have a wall master or floor master. I always forget their name. I believe it's wall master, which doesn't make sense because he's not part of the walls. Is he a wall master? That doesn't make any sense. I still hate that. And the fact that I had to also make a floor master too, like, they could have just left it at wall master. Ah, that scared me. I actually forgot about that. I actually really hate that room because anywhere that you fall, you immediately get sent back to the top of this room here. Very annoying. At least it doesn't send you all the way back to the very beginning of the dungeon, otherwise that would be a very annoying trek back. So yes, let's keep in mind that there's a bubble here, a red bubble. And then jump across to reveal another Stalfos. Another Stalfos. Well, I guess we've seen some before. I don't know if we've talked about these green fairies. You can't talk to them like a lot of people think you can. Instead, it indicates that you need to play a song. This case being the Song of Storms. I believe others require the Sun Song, so it just depends on which one. And then there's of course the Scarecrow song that can be played in other places too. I guess I should mention there's some platforms there if you need to look at them through the lens of truth. I basically just hop across them knowing exactly where they are. And over here we have another place with a scythe, except this one's invisible, so be careful. This is just a room, enemy gauntlet room. We just gotta kill the enemies to reveal the entrance thing right here. I need to take off these hover boots. They're very annoying. This part's a little strange. I mean, technically, like, the rupees are just floating in the air, but I can't really do that, so instead I just use dispensers. Actually, they're just hearts. But yeah, I think there's hearts, like, usually just right there, but since... yeah, it's just a weird situation. You play a time block, and then you can reach them from there. But yes, we've killed all the enemies, and we can enter this room with a gold Skulltula. And you may think, oh, just one chest and a blue rupee? Lame. Well, actually, there's another chest with some arrows. We were already full on arrows, but hey, if you need some, there you go. Also, the Lens of Truth is very optimized in a way. It's not really that crazy, but you can take off the pumpkin head to turn off the Lens of Truth, as well as right-clicking it again. It's your choice, really. I fell. Over here we have a platform that's going up and down. There's another one over there, which is actually a slight glitch, because for some reason the chains turn into iron bars when you leave and enter the dungeon. Once we get near, though, it'll fix itself. Basically, these moving platforms are only actually moving when you are nearby. That way it saves on performance. So we jump on this thing, jump off, and now we're over here. Or you could just stand there. That part's a little scary, but it's not nearly as bad as the original, where it basically actually pushes you off, so. As long as you can jump good, you'll be fine. More silver rupees. These are very difficult ones. They're just all together, so it's not too tough to get them all at once. This opens up this room here for a pretty laggy place, honestly. This is like the most laggy part of the game that's like consistent. Even now, though, it's not bad. My frames are still pretty much at 60, but this takes a lot of cloning to move up and down. Only one with the eye of truth will find the stone umbrella. Don't care. What it's saying is that there's a block wall, or a block inside the wall. If we push this out, it'll pull it all the way out, and then we can push it under these umbrellas, or no, it said something. Spike umbrellas, something like that. I shouldn't have deleted the sign, because now I don't know what it said. But we can use that to keep ourselves safe. And you may think, oh, you can just run through it, but we do need it to be over here so we can actually get up to the second floor. Which is technically also a lie, because we can actually use the hover boots jump boost to our advantage by jumping onto this 1.5 block high part, which teleports us up here. But we'll do it the correct way first. Technically we did it the wrong way first, but so let's push this over here. And once we get it all the way to the other side, it makes this part right here. We can now jump here, get another chest. We have gotten a lot of chests, so I believe we're probably at least halfway with chests. 5? What the heck? We only got 3. Well, we have another one right here, so now it'll be halfway with another key. Get some more hearts and leave this area. We can now go over to this place where the iron bars are at, because initially they were iron bars, but since chains were introduced, I changed it up. Kind of a cool little thing you can see here, how the chains are going inside the block model chains, because those aren't real chains. But yes, now the platform is fixing itself, and even if we... No, it's even just the lens of truth that messes it up. Interesting. But yes, we can go ahead and jump across this platform and jump across here to get to this locked door. Open it up, and once again, some more silver rupees. I'm actually going to go ahead and kill these re-deads because they're very annoying. Oh god. I forget that you cannot use the big Goron sword with the shield. So we'll probably not be using a shield, like, ever again. No joke, like, it's very weird to say, but Spirit Tracks is so much better with a lot of things in comparison to a lot of Legend of Zelda games. Like, the shield in that game is so much better. But my game's even worse when it comes to the hook shot, so take what you want from that. Yeah, I'm sure we've mentioned this a bunch before already, that the hook shot is not the greatest sometimes. It just really likes to go through walls. Don't know why. I did the best I could with it, but if I make it any more specific, then you'll just be, like, forced to not actually grab onto walls at all. Because as you can see, it's very specific on how you hit it. If you're against a wall, if you're against a wall like this, you just can't use the hook shot, and that's very annoying. So if I made it even worse, I'd be very upset, along with many other people would be. But as I was saying with the Spirit Tracks thing, there's actually a best moments montage reel that's coming out eventually. So stay tuned for that. It's very enjoyable in my opinion, at least. We'll go ahead and grab that Skulltula here after we grab a bomb and throw it into this pot. We actually have to kill all these bats here too to actually get away, or get out of this room, so we'll go ahead and do that. Gotcha. Got the Skulltula as well as the keys, and a key right here.